So if you think about it, the time that it took for the stream to finally work was really equivalent to like what it's like to be between rounds at a GP.
Yeah, that's
So we're
true.
really giving you guys like the real experience. This is authentic, is what this cast is.
Yeah. All right. Start with a Volk and with a Trop. So real quickly, Phil, I wanted to ask you before anything exciting happens in this game. Rug
Yeah.
Delver, Grixis Delver. That's the matchup here in round one. Who's favored? Why do people choose Temur or Rug, whatever, instead of Grixis? Why do someone choose Grixis instead of Rug? What are your thoughts?
So my understanding of the Grixis Rug matchup, and chat, please debate me on this. But my understanding is, for the most part, when it comes to builds, uh, the Rug deck is far more the mana denial build of the deck. They're more going. Grixis is going to be the more controlling side of the matchup because between Arcanist and like all the discard, they have way more disruption and card advantage than the Rug player does. But the Rug player has advantages in like their threats are going to hit harder. So Goyf hits harder than Delver does, and I feel like we run into a scenario like this constantly where we have two Delver players on camera and both of them are wasting each other, and I feel like that just can't be correct.
Yeah, so you're right in what you were saying, in my opinion, about the Temur deck or Rug deck being more of the mana denial deck. So I think, swing for three already with Delver.
Yeah, Delver swings for three. Yeah,
I think Jeremy wants to be holding up Stifle for Rich's Wastelands and Rich's Fetches, and Rich wants to be a little bit more careful with his land drops. So you'll see. Is that Sorry, I'm having trouble seeing the cards for a moment. Okay, yeah. So he's got a Scalding Tarn in play. So yeah, they each wasted each other once. Okay, I see what happened.
So yeah, it's like if right now if you have that wasteland that Jeremy threw at Rich then revealed a daze, and that sets Jeremy back a full turn because that daze is then going to at least convert another 3 damage because he's not going to be able to resolve a spell.
Right.
This young PZ is going to be a big game if it's not dealt with. Yeah, and this is that force pitching Oko is a big game. But I guess that also signals that Jeremy probably doesn't have 2 more land drops if he has another one at all.
Yeah, so you see
so
with the force pitching Oko how desperate he was for that Pyromancer not to resolve. Probably means he doesn't have removal. He doesn't have.
Pyromancer's probably going to just be blanking his entire way to getting damage because he wants to be on the Goyf plan.
Yes.
Right? So
yes.
It's like a string of 1/1s is just going to lock that down, and he's already behind because of this Delver. But he knows that he'll be able to stick something through a daze here.
All right, bolts the Delver.
Yeah.
Force
of negation, and now we know that unless Jeremy has another free counter spell, Daze is going to be able to take care of it. So I don't know how much if Jeremy has any counterplay and just can't actually move because he knows about the Daze, or if he's just rolling on empty because he had to spend his force on the young Pyromancer. But this could be a game where unless we have a second bolt, it could just be a runaway with this one Delver on that double waste play. But even though we got wastelanded, Cali has not had any issues in making his land drops. He's just naturally hit 5 in a row.
So it looks like it resolved. A Dreadhorde just hit play for Rich. Dreadhorde in the Delver Mirror, whoever gets their Dreadhorde to live more than a turn or two, one change of turns, if you will, is going to win.
Yeah, the card advantage is just too steep. But I guess the bright side at the moment is that Rich has not played any cantrips yet, so that Arcanist isn't really looking like it's doing anything. And right now it's just going to be chipping in for 1 without any advantage coming in. So a bit of reprieve for Jeremy, but he does still need to figure out a way to deal with this clock.
Yep. Taking 4 here. He's already at 8, so already getting low. Delver trigger.
Delver got a flip, and there's a brain. That's a good reveal.
Yeah.
That might be his best reveal.
Now he has to remember that Rich has a daze,
Yeah.
so he's a little bit taxed at the moment.
Also, look at this basic island out of Grixis.
Jeremy is at 5. Apparently, we missed an attack there. Thanks,
That's
chat.
good information to know for Jeremy, at least heading into game 2 and 3, potentially 3, is that Cali does have a basic in his deck. Yeah, even Roland is like hot island tech.
Yeah. What's up, Roland? Roland awaiting the winner. Roland's shadow boxing right now in his room. Like,
Yeah, he's getting prepped. So we play a Trop, and now we're going to crack on this fetch, this strand. That's going to put Jeremy in range of just dying if his bolt gets or his Delver gets dealt with.
yeah. He needs what does he need here? I mean, he's tapping
Jeremy
2
with
mana
3
now.
cards in hand. He's running this Goyf right into a daze.
Yeah. Float a blue. Daze.
I assume we're going to see some kind of counterplay back. Yeah,
Force pitching daze. This is not ideal for Jeremy at all.
it's not. He's all in here. He's got no cards left in hand, so.
He goes
But it sticks.
So he has blockers now. That Goyf is definitely bigger than that Dreadhorde, that's for sure. It's like a 4/5, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
Land, instant, sorcery, creature. Planeswalker. It's a 5 power. Oh no, Oko
as
got
per
exiled.
usual. As per usual, a bolt just kills Jeremy because he's got a Dreadhorde. So now Sprite Dragon comes in as just a 1/1. I assume Delver. Oh, he's going to trade it with the other Delver. Okay. I thought he was going to go for the block on the Sprite Dragon, but I guess he doesn't want to risk an instant speed
He
spell.
was at 3 life, so he couldn't do that.
Oh, that's right, on the fetch. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I thought he was at 4.
Nah, he's at 2 now.
All right, so he still can't attack, and if any spell kills him.
Takes 1, goes to 1.
Another Arcanist.
Another Arcanist, yep. It looks like he drew a bolt. We weren't supposed to see that, but he did. Jeremy, I mean.
I don't know what. This draw isn't good enough, though, because of the second Arcanist. Just having 2 1/3s to attack is going to get it done. So he's got to be able to produce removal spell on the Sprite Dragon plus blocker.
Yeah. I mean, if
And
he
then
has a...
So I guess Cali's on empty at the moment, but
it appears
Jeremy's
so.
going to need something to stop one of these things coming in, and then pretty much every card outside of a land is live. Yeah, okay.
All right, game 1 goes to Rich. That was a quick game 1.
If without seeing those, game 1, if he's going to stretch to putting a Plague Engineer to his deck.
Right, and the naming Rogue in the Delver Mirror, so you can... Oh, they're already starting here. Naming Rogue, you can get True Names shut off, and you could get Brazen Borrowers shut off.
That's a good argument, too. TNN's a really good argument to bring in Engineer.
Anonymouth, thank you for the gifts. Gift subs, really appreciate it. Thank you for watching.
So we had a turn 1 Delver from Jeremy, and then it was matched back by Rich Cali with a turn 1 Preordain. And now Jeremy's showing a Pyroblast on top. How do you feel about this the new artwork, Pyroblast versus the old? Do you like the Wall of Fire?
I'll tell you what, they previewed the signature spellbook Pyroblast just a couple of days ago or a week ago, and I am going to get those. Have you seen those?
Wow. Yeah, the Chandra one?
Yeah, those look sick
Yeah.
to me. I love them.
Jeremy comes in for 3 after putting a Scalding Tarn onto the table, and then just passes the turn. Okay, so he's just going to protect his Delver.
Yeah. Hopefully won't have to force pitch Oko this game is what he's probably thinking right now.
Well, I mean, he didn't hit 3 mana until it was not going to be a relevant card anyway, so...
Yeah.
I really want to ask them... We'll have to ask them about the Wasteland play game 1.
Make a mental note of that. Right, dig through Tau. There are no true names in this matchup, but if you're in the blind, you're a Delver player at a tournament, you're in the mirror, you're playing against Rug, you're thinking about... And if you've seen them already, especially, you're thinking about the possibility of naming Rogue and shutting those guys off.
Here's
Could be
something
quite
else
good.
too. So we have Jeremy playing a preordain, and it's being responded to with brainstorm, and now a fetch on the stack. So the stack's getting interesting here. But if you see preordain, you might be more inclined to think that your opponent does have Arcanist.
Yes.
So
That
right
is
now
true.
the stack is preordain, brainstorm, and priority is on Jeremy, who just cracked a fetch for a Tarn, cracked a Tarn for a Volk.
Yep.
Is he going to try and bait it? Oh, he just fetched to hold up a Pyroblast.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there.
He fetched, but then let the brainstorm resolve.
Okay. Is the brainstorm in response to Preordain?
The brainstorm is in response to preordain, and then Jeremy cracked his fetch and got a Volk, but then passed priority back and let the brainstorm resolve.
Okay. I was minding chat. Yes, TNN is probably just a blue-red card. I was just going through like the possible things you'd want to get rid of with Plague Engineer.
Yo, they just reprinted Polymorph in red, an exact functional reprint of Polymorph in red. So who knows? We're probably going to get a TNN in green sometime soon.
TNN should have been white. Okay. Brainstorm is done resolving, and here's Preordain. I'm not sure what that sequence was.
Yeah, I feel like there may have been thinking of a play, but then talking yourself out of it is possible as well.
Yeah,
There's also the possibility that you fetch to get Volk, so your opponent can't do any like wasteland shenanigans with your fetch and do things on the stack. But I don't know if that really called for anything. I feel like that was just a fetch and then a change of line mid sequence.
Yep.
Another Delver. Okay, pressure's on. Pressure is on for Jeremy. But Cali has just done a perfect brainstorm, so his hand should be well set up to deal with the board, assuming that his brainstorm wasn't terribly unkind.
We'll see if he fetches here. He has that option.
Yo, Jeremy with the full black border lands, man. Class act.
Did I miss some damage? I guess I did, yes. I missed an attack. Sorry about that all.
I have it 13-19, is that correct?
Yes. 13-19. Not doing my job.
So Cali did crack the fetch before drawing.
Thanks, chat.
He's at 13 now because of that fetch.
Yes.
So we have double Delver. Double Delver to nothing. What do you think Cali's hand is on? He hasn't deployed a threat yet. All right, he's going to start with a Bolt. And he's main phasing it to his opponent's one open mana. He knows about Pyroblast. That was shown off the first Delver.
Right.
So if Jeremy does want to fight at all, which he doesn't seem to want to, he lets that Delver go. He's still got a threat on the table. Okay, so we're playing a Delver through a Daze.
Do you waste Trop here?
Ooh, see, he's if Jeremy's thinking about Pyroblasting this, I would hang on until his main phase to play around Force of Negation. But it seems like he's thinking about it.
Or Daze.
That too. No, he's getting antsy. Looks like he's going to pick that fight right now.
I don't like that move, but we'll see.
I think it depends, right? Because if he has this Daze here and he's looking to stick a 3-drop,
and it got dazed, yeah. No,
he can slam a 3-drop right now. And if Cali doesn't pull the trigger on this Wasteland, or even if he does and Jeremy has a 4th land drop.
Yeah, Jason making the right point. You can't. He would be playing into Force of Negation if he did it on his main phase. I think you thought of it backwards. Yeah.
I thought about, the debate becomes if you want to play around days or if you want to play around force of negation.
Yeah.
And we're seeing a days fight here, so days hitting that days.
No,
He's going to pay for it.
Wait, what happened?
So the
Okay.
Pyroblast got
Yeah.
dazed,
Yeah,
days back, and this is opening the door to tap out that Wasteland. Jeremy's going to flip off this Delver, but now if he has a 3-drop, he gets to stick the 3-drop with the land and then have days back up.
All right, so a Hydro in Jeremy's hand, so he decided that in, which makes sense.
So he didn't have a 3-drop, but he did want to tap out Rich. He gave up a daze just to take him off that Wasteland.
Yep. Protected his Trop, effectively.
Yep.
So the Wasteland
And he's not exposing the Trop. Yeah, he passed the turn. So he has that 1 green source and he doesn't want to give it up.
Yeah, so now he can play that Trop at an opportune moment.
So that's good information for Cali to know.
Wonder if he has Oko in his hand or something.
That's really interesting that whole line of Pyroblast, your Delver, days back was entirely to protect his Trop. Because if the Pyroblast catches the Delver, that's good.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't, he gets to protect his Trop. That line was layers deep.
It was. Can't see how many cards the players have in their hands at the moment. I wish I knew, but it's okay.
Jeremy, I think, has 2 cards left.
Okay.
He's got a Daze and a Trop in hand. Yeah, he could have led with that Daze on Delver, but I think it's reasonable to have the fight where if you can keep that Chain Lightning, that's good for you. But I'm not sure. It's a good point that he could have led with the Daze if he specifically just wanted to protect the...
Ooh, Petty Theft on that Delver.
So that Petty Theft is not going to catch the Daze that we know he has. He's letting it go. So I guess he's thinking he can catch the 3-drop on the way back down. This race still is going to favor Delver if it can naturally flip. Yeah, Jeremy revealed a Daze to the Delver, to the second Delver, not the first. The first Delver revealed that Pyroblast. The second Delver revealed a Daze on top. Oh, man, Cali really turning the tides now. Gurmag plus Bouncer Delver, follow it up with Young Pyromancer plus Spell potentially here. Thanks, dry cereal. I had some dry cereal, and so my voice sounds nice and sultry tonight. This is a huge swing, man. This like 5/5 plus multiple bodies against what seems like a pretty anemic hand on Jeremy's side with just the Delver sitting there. Like that Delver is getting outclassed really quick. This race is going to be like before the Young Peasy. I would say Jeremy was still ahead, but now that we have a Pyromancer here, this is going to be a 2-turn clock at most.
Jeremy possibly remove a
most?
Gurmag? I don't know.
And another Delver? Jeez, how many? He just ancestral. He just had 40 cards in hand.
Yeah. Delver trigger? Nope. That's a sad not flip. What can he do here? Well, he could turn it into an Elk long term, I guess. That's
yeah, we know he has... I don't know if you keep Okos in. If this Goyf is big enough to check this Gurmag Angler, that's going to be really nice. That Young Pyromancer is going to keep that Goyf at bay for a long time, though, if we can ever clear the ground. It looks like that Delver just going to the sky is going to have to be the answer, but if Cali can flip his this turn, then it's not necessarily going to be a line to victory. Yeah, he knew about that Ponder.
Yep. Where is that Brazen Borrower? It's on an adventure, right? Yeah.
That Brazen Borrower is currently adventuring.
Okay.
It is currently jumps through the pages. It's interesting that, unless I am mistaken, I was pretty sure that a second Daze was shown off the Delver flip, and he decided not to Daze that Brazen Borrower or Petty Theft.
Not sure. You might be right.
If I'm wrong, then I'm leading our 34,000 followers or viewers astray here. But yeah, I think like Klothys would have been really good. It would have checked the Gurmag Angler early on. It would have gained a bunch of life. It can't really be interacted with if it sticks. There was a turn where I thought on that day's play that there was going to be a window where he was just going to slam a 3-drop. And Klothys would have been doing some really good work. I think that the drain gain seems so good in the mirror.
Yeah. Klothys is pretty cool.
Can't be Pyroblasted.
On the stack, but yeah, no.
No, on the stack it can't be Pyroblasted. It's red-green. It can be Hydroblasted.
Oh yeah, I was thinking I was thinking the wrong one. Yeah, Hydroblasted. Yeah.
So we got Cali swinging in for 8. And Jeremy looks like he's going to block with his face. So that Goyf being a 4/5 is not big enough to stop anything on the ground here. But it is going to hold back the tokens. But the tokens and the young Peasy are kind of on backup duty.
Well,
okay, Pyroblast is a good draw. We're going to have a 3/2. He'll be able to deal with that Delver if he wants to.
Deal with the Delver. There's only one elemental token, right?
There's one elemental token. No, he preordained and pondered, so he has 2 tokens.
Oh, there's 2 tokens there.
There's 2 tokens. He's
make this a little
going to fire off the Pyroblast, and he's going to Hydroblast the Pyromancer. That's really good, unless there's something coming. It looks like a hardcast Force negation is going to happen here. Oh no, he's going to Brazen Bar. Okay.
Brazen Borrower seems pretty good here.
Yeah, Brazen Borrower can only block flyers, but that is relevant against the Delver, so.
Yes.
Although, if you're rich, you probably don't have to worry about it. Yeah, Jeremy's not even going to attack. Okay. I hate to sow doubt in what the outcome of a matchup could be, but I don't see Jeremy with 1 card in hand being able to come back from this one.
No, I agree. He needs to. Yeah,
it's possible, but that Goyf has to get. He's got to somehow get that Goyf to a 5/6 to be able to tangle with that Gurmag before chumping it.
Yeah. Visuals by Carlo, thanks for the follow. The Ace Acosta, thanks for the follow. And Hammy Slammy, thank you for the follow. The names.
Yeah, we got 35,000 people watching now. It's pretty good. All right, so we're doing the classic tap our fingers on the table so we can indicate to the camera that we're doing math. That's good for us. All right, he's going to make it easy by going down to only 1 Pokemon card.
Yep. Pokemon cards on the stream tonight.
It's an elemental token. You should put Pokemon cards on the Bingo card for what it's worth.
Yeah, we've had them quite a bit, haven't we?
They're popular tokens. Cali thinking about how he wants to turn sideways. He's definitely going to the red zone. He's thinking. He's curious. How would you attack here? Do you attack with the Gurmag? Your opponent's tapped out. He's got 1 card.
Okay, so Jeremy's at 6. So the option of double blocking is not really an option, right?
Oh, double blocking is conceding the game, right?
So Gurmag's definitely attacking. I'm at 10. Rich is at 10. I'm pretending I'm
Rich.
Rich.
Is deciding to swing out. Would you swing out?
In this situation, I guess so. He also has 3 mana open and 2 cards in hand, so he might be even making
That's
Jeremy
true.
think he has a bolt in his hand or something.
Yeah, he's ahead on mana. He's ahead on cards. The Goyf kind of gets the free chump on the...
So he double blocks.
Yeah, he double blocks. Goyf trades. I guess that's a good trade, but now he's just dead to any burn spell.
He goes to what, 2 or 1? He goes to 1.
He's currently at 2, right?
No, he goes to 1.
He
took
took
5.
4.
He took 5. 2 elementals and a Brazen Borrower.
Oh, it's 2 tokens on the Pokemon card. Yep.
I think that was a scoop. All right, we're going to tune into the players now.
We're in the scoop phase.